In the days leading up to my road trip, I had such mixed emotions. So, I leave in 3 days, and I found out yesterday that I'm being off-boarded for my job, which kind of like in layman's terms means I'm fired, but I was a contracted position, so they legally obviously can end my contract whenever they want to, and I knew that. And there was never like complete security there. And I actually did get really lucky because they aren't offboarding me like immediately. I have an entire month to keep working with them. And also, it's not like a 100% for sure your job is ending in a month. But it's a very most likely. So I was told to start looking for something else, essentially. Which really doesn't help the stress of everything that I'm feeling right now. There's a lot going on in my life right now, like a lot. And yes, it's good things. There's also some bad. But it's really all overwhelming, and to not have the like financial stability going into this trip really does freak me out. But that being said, I do know that everything happens for a reason, and it's really weird because yesterday when I got the news, I wasn't as emotional. Like, yes, I was upset by it, but I kind of had a feeling that this was coming. Maybe I just needed time to process, because now today I'm like so emotional, just in the way of like, I don't know what's going on in my life right now. I'm trying to figure that out. I know I don't have to have it figured out, but me being the kind of person that I am, I really like to have every single thing figured out, and so that's tough for me. And maybe that's something I have to learn in this season of my life, is to let go of everything that's uncertain and just let things be. And I'm trying so hard to reframe my mindset and truly believe that everything's gonna be okay. Don't let this fool you. I'm so excited for this trip, and it's going to be really good. Even if I still get emotional about it, I know that, again, as I said, everything works out. Everything happens for a reason, and, you know, maybe this was just a sign that change is needed in my life. Yeah, 3 days till I leave. Very exciting. So exciting. I'm trying to be more excited than nervous. But there definitely are nerves in there, because this is the biggest trip I've ever taken in my life. So it's a lot to prepare for, mentally and physically. So with all of that emotional mess that I am right now, welcome to state number 1, which is Florida. Today we have perfect weather outside. It is gorgeous, so we're going to be working. Here is my whiteboard list of things that we're going to have to do today. Mom and Dad are helping me because there's just a lot to do, plus it's an excuse to get outside. So first thing we have to do, build a PVC frame for bag. I have the bag on the back of my camper here that I set up a couple vlogs ago, and we're building a PVC frame for it so that it's not just like a flexible bag. It actually has structure to it, so that'll be what we're doing first. We have to fix my window latch for my emergency window. That's broken. Sort items in gas truck bed. We have to sort everything that's in the bed of my truck and get it reorganized before I leave. And then I need to put stable in my generator. I think I'm gonna start by pulling everything out of the bed of my truck. And then Mom is going to work on the frame, and Dad's just gonna probably do what I tell him to do. That's what we're doing today.
That's your side picture, that's your...
I would wait a lifetime if you were at sea. I just wanna say that I feel that our love is real. Maybe we should hurry up and seal the deal.
Okay, time for a little progress report since the sun is
starting to go down, so we've been out here for quite a while. So we have built the PVC frame for the bag. Mom used her genius on that, and that is done now, and it has so much more structure and it's a lot better. Dad did the window latch. Sort items in my truck bed. We've mostly gotten through that, so I'm going to check it off here. We bought buckets, like I said earlier, at the store. And we did the generator stable stuff. So, except for RV tags, we pretty much got everything done for the day, which is exciting. Now we're just working on cleaning everything up and putting away things that I no longer need with me. And just getting things basically all tidied up before we were done for the day. I tried to take my ball hitch out today because I don't use that. I have a fifth wheel, so I don't really use my hitch for trailers or anything. I thought I had the key for it on my key ring, but turns out it doesn't work. So now I just have my ball hitch stuck in there. I can't get it out, so it's okay. So coming over to this bag, my generator's still in here. My chocks are in here, there you go. And then in this bucket, I'm gonna have all my tools are in here, and then my this is an extension cord for my plug-in, and then these are pool floaties. I know it's random, but I want to have them with me just in case I ever want them. So that's what's gonna go in this bag. I think my water hoses I'm gonna try to put in here when I travel, but obviously they're hooked up right now, so they're not in here. And then here's my new gas can that I just bought. That's gonna stay up here. In this bucket we have basically truck maintenance stuff. Things like my tire iron, a fire extinguisher, jumper cables, first aid kits, oil, everything that I need to take care of my truck. And then this is a lockbox, and this is where my sewer hose is gonna go. It's just empty right now because my sewer hose is hooked up, but that's what that's for. I have my foldable dolly back here, and we're gonna have a strap that just holds this all in. And then this is a bucket I have to go through still and decide what I'm keeping. And then I'm probably gonna keep this as well. And there's my drill. So that's the lowdown, but we're gonna keep working here.
Oh, love it till the end of time. I just wanna hold you for forever. Every day you're making me better. 'Cause a love like this is rare.
Well, it says it's full now.
Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light. Hey, darling, we could get out of town.
What should we listen to this morning?
It is almost 1:30 and I'm about to leave around 3, so we are doing some final packing up here. I'm getting everything put away in my truck that needs to. I got my sewer hoses taken down. I partially filled my water tank that's inside so that I can have water for my dry camping tonight. But overall I'm very excited, and this is, I always overestimate how long it's going to take me to tear down. I am like, oh, I have so much to do, and I was done cleaning by 11. It took me like an hour. It's very nice to not be rushed to do these things, but I'm gonna get my sewer hoses put away and probably put my water hoses away as well and get some final things packed up because we're finally going.
Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't Don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand.
Good morning. My camping spot last night was a Cracker Barrel because the drive was too long to go the whole way. And I really didn't sleep very well. Probably because I was a little bit nervous being alone with a bunch of people around me at like a free campsite. But I was nervous for no reason. Nothing happened. And now it's like 7 in the morning and I'm awake just naturally because I went to bed really early. I'm going to eat Cracker Barrel for breakfast, which I'm excited about, but I'm not ready to get up yet. I'm chilly, actually. I opened all the windows and turned my fan on and stuff before I went to sleep. And I went to sleep hot, and I was barely under any blankets. And then I woke up at like 2 in the morning, and I crawled under all these blankets because I was so cold. And now I just don't want to get up. But Luna's here. Say hello. She's been out and about like all night. Usually she sleeps with me, but I think she's really occupied with all of the scenery changes and noises and stuff. So that was my night. It went well, but I had to get up, and I don't have to get up. I can lay here for as long as I want to, but so good morning.
I've been on the road for about an hour, and one of my tires started losing pressure really quickly, and so I got out and checked it, and the stem on my wheel is cracked, so it's letting out air, and I was like, that's cool. It's Sunday morning, and so nobody is open. I mean, most auto shops aren't, so I'm gonna have to call Good Sam, which is what I pay for. Gonna get in a little bit later than I anticipated, but it's fine, as long as they can help me. I'm stopped on the side of the road. Guess where I'm at? The Chattahoochee.
Thank you for calling Good Sam Platinum Roadside Service.
Good Sam Roadside Assistance, this is Jordan. How can I help you?
Hi Jordan, my name is Kylie. I am calling because I'm towing my fifth wheel trailer, and I started losing pressure in my tire pretty quickly, so I pulled over to check it, and the stem on my tire is cracked, so it's letting out air.
All right, I got you located, so let me seek out a tire and a technician for you.
Okay, great.
And we'll get back to you as soon as I have that set up, okay?
Sure, thank you.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Yep, bye. Okay, that's probably good.
You think you got a star wrench? Did we get you a thing to loosen the lug nuts?
I don't know. A tire iron? A tire iron.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I have a tire iron. Okay, so progress has been made. The repair guy's coming in about an hour, so I got things ready for him. I jacked up the tire. You can see back there that it's jacked up. And then I took my tire iron and I loosened the lug nuts for him so that when he gets here, he can just take it off, do what he's gonna do, and put it back on and get me back on the road. So I have an hour before the guy's gonna get here, at least. They said an hour to an hour and a half.
1 hour later.
So the guy got here to replace my tire, or just the tire valve actually, is what he was gonna do, and he comes back and he's replacing it. He's like, you have a problem. I was like, what? And he said that the two tires on that side were starting to separate, meaning that if I had gone like much farther, they probably would have blown out at some point, which would have caused major damage to my RV. And I was like, that really sucks. He only brought one tire. He's like, I'm gonna need to go back to the shop and get another one so I can replace these for you, or else you're gonna have a blowout. And I was like, okay. So his shop is 35 minutes away, so I'm gonna be here at least another hour and a half because he has to get back here
and do the tire replacement. So I'm spending almost my entire day on the side of the road, which is really fun. But I'm so glad he caught it now instead of actually like having damage to my RV. Like, I'm so grateful for that. I would rather sit on the side of the road here today than with this problem than have a blowout.
Little update. I'm a little emotional right now, but I'll be fine. So the Good Sam guy called me back and he was like, oh, the repairman called me and he said you need 2 new tires. I said yep. He's like, okay, your total for that is gonna be $730. And I was like, for what? For what? That was major sticker shock for me. I did not expect it to be that much. And so I said, can you explain those charges to me? And he said that it's $203 for each tire. It's $300 almost for him to come out and replace them for me. And then there's like $52 in like taxes and stuff. And I was like, okay. I feel like I was audibly like shocked by it and upset. And he's like, well, you can because I have like the platinum membership, he's like, you can apply to be reimbursed for it for the tires so I can get like half of it back. I was like, okay, well that would help, because this is literally my first day of the trip. I'm not even to my first campsite yet and I'm already having this much trouble. Like, it's frustrating, it really is. But everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna work out. And like I said, this could have been so much worse. Imagine how much money it would have been if my tire blew out and like took, you know, did damage to the inside and stuff. I probably wouldn't even have fixed it. Like, I probably would have just been done, if I'm being honest. I will update you guys when I'm less emotional, but whatever.
One eternity later.
So it's been a couple days and I wanted to update you on the saga that was the whole Good Sam thing. So I waited a couple days and then I called Good Sam, and that is such a long story. I was rerouted 4 different times to 4 different people trying to help me. 2 different insurance claims companies and 2 different people with Good Sam. And it just ended up that the guy on the phone that told me that I could get reimbursed for any of that was wrong, and they couldn't do anything for me. So long story short, that money is all out of pocket for me, and I'm not really worried about it now. I mean, in the moment it was a very stressful time, but money always comes and goes, it really does. And so I know that it'll come back, and I'm just grateful to have been able to get that issue fixed when it did and not have anything further happen. I'm now in my next state, which you will see what it is next week. I'm so sorry to leave you hanging, but I'm also not, because you'll just have to subscribe to stick around and see. Next time on 32 in 23.